Welcome to Black Golf TV, a channel designed to entertain you, inform you, laugh with you, and have a great time with you. So sit back and enjoy our first episode of Black Golf TV.
Hi, my name is Scott Deloach. I'm one of the golf professionals at Westover Golf Club in Jeffersonville, Pennsylvania, which is right outside the city of Philadelphia. I want to congratulate Black Golf TV for starting this channel, and I look forward to adding content as a contributor. And I know that as we go forward, we will all laugh together and learn together and play better golf. See you on the links.
Jasmine Cunningham and Darius Davis are hoping to make their careers in golf. Right now, they're students at the University of Maryland Eastern Shore. Darius, who's from Atlanta, says he often felt out of place at the courses back home.
Sometimes I'll walk in the golf club, the country club's pro shop, and I'll kind of, catch attention of, wow, why is he here? Or, how did he get invited to this situation?
Darius and Jasmine are both majoring in professional golf management at UMES.
I want to get into merchandising for golf and stuff like that because growing up, I'm really small. So growing up, all the clothes were really expensive, and my parents would have to make me wear boy clothes for golf. And so, I want to change that.
But according to the numbers, Darius and Jasmine are the exception. According to the National Golf Foundation, there are about 25 million golfers in the country. Only 1 million are African American. That's despite the success of Tiger Woods.
And the fact that you have someone like Tiger Woods and then you don't have somebody very visible for a long time is, I think, a question that reflects many of the issues that are present in the larger culture.
Among the solutions offered at the day-long program is doing more to expose minority kids to the sport of golf to make them fans and players for life.
Like myself, I didn't start playing until I was like 24. So I think if I would have had just that exposure and access at a younger age, it would be, it would have been a better thing.
Organizers of the program say the discussions at this event are just a first step in a long-term strategy to grow African American participation in golf.
We came up and we were so poor. I started out caddying when I was 6 years old. This place over here is the spot that you can come in and make $2.10. At that time, it was a lot of money. A lot of people call it Columbia Country Club, but we called it Ridgewood Club. The golf course. Back in the day now, I'm gonna tell you something back in the day. I remember that they wouldn't let a white boy caddy.
Caddying then was a game for people that they thought were of low intellect. But like I say, use it then as a way to gain money, to make money, to gain respect for yourself. And a lot of these things were the end result and not the original intention when you started caddying.
But caddies got better than golfing themselves because we out there on that golf course more than they is on the golf course. This used to be our first black man golf course here, 3-hole golf course right here in this spot right here, in this area. And once they found out about it, they come in here and shot us down. So that was it.
Though you're on your own, you're not alone. Someone cares, someone shares all your dreams, all your fears.
It was the first public golf course in the Columbia area. And we had former caddies and so forth. They come out and they would have a place they can go and play golf.
And I'm talking about it was rocky. When you drove back and you were hitting a rock.
My dad and a bunch of the guys that I was Sumter used to go play every Saturday and said, you know, they all, hey man, we need to start a little club, little golf club and stuff over here.
I get down to something, put my clubs in his car, whatever. He said, Black Man Master. I listened at him for about a month. Black Man Master. I got in the car one day, I said, hey, Mo, you talking about the Black Man Masters? I said, let me tell you something. If you go up there talking about having something about a Black Man Master, and you dealing with the masters, you ready finna get sued. You better come up with something else. And that's how we started out, and that's how we started out with Black Jacket.
We had one goal, and our goal then was to promote golf, because there were a lot of black guys that were playing golf, but they weren't in contact with each other. And so when we started Black Jacket, that gave guys from all walks of life and all across North Carolina, South Carolina a chance to come together. And therefore we had a chance then to get more and more and more people involved, and it just grew from there. We had some of the black golfers that started playing with Black Jacket originally that were concerned because we didn't have any clauses or rules that would prevent black or white golfers from joining and playing with us. And they have become some of the most supportive golfers that we've had too. And it gave some of our black golfers an opportunity to meet some of the better white golfers and had established friendships and relationships that hopefully will go on through the balance of their lives. We had one young kid, and I think he was 13 or 14 years old, and we had him playing with the golfers, but we didn't want to put him with the better golfers that played with Black Jacket, so we put him with some of the worst golfers that we had so that he wouldn't be intimidated. But he was beating the worst golfers, so we gradually moved him up to the next skill level, and he was beating them as well. We've got 2 professional black golfers on the PGA Tour now, and he is one of them.
Well, being out here on this golf course is great because it's a gentleman's sport. This is where we get to come out and show a common courtesy to each other. It's great to get out and have some type of positive influence on life. This is where gentlemen get together, black, white, doesn't make a difference. We get out here and we have a good time.
What I come to appreciate about it is now that we have the opportunity to go to a golf course and play.
Just move on!
All right, y'all boys, all right. Don't go with I'm serious.
Hey, I'm Troy Mullins, and we're gonna go through what's in my bag. So when I go to any competition, long drive or regular golf, I usually just travel with everything. I normally have 2 driver lengths, my long drive driver at 47.5 inches and then my regular at 45. Depending on the length of the course, I could tee off with just my long drive driver or I'll tee off with a 3-iron. So I have a couple options. I usually have a 2-wood or a 19-degree hybrid, and then I also have a 2 driving iron, which is pretty cool. Then in my bag I go 3-iron through pitch, and my wedges are the Sugar Daddy, and I use 50, 54, 60. My favorite putter is the Closer, and I love telling people that I can actually putt because they don't believe long drivers can putt, but I can. I keep 3 sunscreens, one if it's been a really long day and I need a refresh and a good Hawaiian spray. This one is mattifying because I do get shiny, and so this is just for the face. And then this is the one I start with for my body. So I carry all 3. I also carry my Neuro Gum. They have little like cute reminders on the top, like ready, set, go, determined, like different things. And it's just clean energy, kind of just to pick me up in the middle of the round, or sometimes I'll use it if I'm nervous during a long drive event. And then I carry my Welly Band-Aids. Depending on how long I've been walking, these are my toe Band-Aids, my finger Band-Aids. And then this one is a finger tape. This comes in handy when my hands get sweaty for a long drive, and I tend to just wrap any like calluses that kind of feel iffy for the day. I also carry always my 3 1/4 inch tees and then my KT tape. I have so many things in my bag. Yeah, I think that's about it.
Renee, if I had to ask you 3 of the highlights in golfing, what would that be?
Well, 3 highlights of my life would be, number 1, being blessed to be in the family that I'm in, that have given all sorts of, made sacrifices for me to do what I do. A second highlight would be receiving an honorary doctorate from the University of St. Andrews in Scotland in its 600-year history. And the third highlight would be becoming a member of the Royal and Ancient Golf Club of St. Andrews and being one of only 7, the first 7 women to receive an honorary membership to the Royal and Ancient Golf Club. In 2014, there were 2 big votes in Scotland. One was whether or not Scotland was going to leave the United Kingdom, and the other one, which was important to me, was whether or not they were going to allow women to become members of the Royal and Ancient Golf Club of St. Andrews, Scotland. And so when they decided to vote on that, they did vote that they were going to allow women to become members. And so they then decided to select 7 women from throughout the entire world to become their first female members. They selected 2 from the United States of America, one being Louise Suggs, who is one of the founders, one of the 13 founding members of the LPGA, and the other was me. There were 5 other ladies. One included the Princess Royal, who is the Princess Anne, the daughter of the Queen Elizabeth.
Hello everyone, Michael Blade from Forensic Golf Instruction. I'm the owner, the CEO, the head golf instructor for Forensic Golf Instruction, okay? I just want to give you a little introduction. This is what we do. Our whole goal is to flush out gross motor flaws and get you playing the best golf you can play immediately. We're not trying to destroy your golf swing and build it from the ground up. We're trying to take the things that you do well and add to them, and then we're going to add some quality golf shots to your repertoire and get you to playing golf right away. Another thing that we worry about is making you as athletic as possible. That way we can create a dynamic, athletic swing in motion, and then we're going to get you to start playing all the different lies that you get on the golf course. So hey, that's what Forensic Golf is in a nutshell. We drill down, we find the smallest thing that's stopping you from reaching your goals. We flush it out, and we get you to playing golf today. It's not a 2, 3, 4, 5-year program. Each client will talk to and find out what their swing journey goals are, and we're going to get you there. Out front, trust the process, and keep grinding. Forensic Golf Instruction.
So, being a black man in a white sport. It's funny, sports don't know race. So I show up to the golf course pretty much just like anyone else. Get in my car, pull my clubs out, and I get ready to walk into the course. But for the most part, that's where it all changes. There are not going to be many people who look like me. Golf doesn't have to tell you, well, because you're black, you can't come. They do it with entry fees, with initiation fees at clubs. If you look at the vast majority of the major prestigious golf courses or clubs here in the United States, you could probably count on one hand, and most times 2 at best, how many black members that they have. vast majority of these clubs are people who sit on boards for Fortune 500 companies that are all talking about diversity and inclusion and minority initiatives. But when they go and play at their club, just hanging out on the social side of networking at the club, they don't have that same diversity and inclusion. On the World Long Drive Tour, I've had definitely a bunch of challenges, whether it be from people calling me different things at events to not being able to play in certain events. I find it funny how people will put me as a showboat. I think a lot of it has to do with people's bias, looking at the fact that traditionally when you look at black men or black women as athletes, we're there as entertainers and we're not seen as the exact same. The shut up and dribble comment is no different than in golf, the comment of, hey, just let your clubs do the talking for you. I've accomplished so much in this sport and in this game, and it didn't matter what my clubs did. It never mattered what I accomplished. I knew that there was always a barrier there. When you look at what's happened with George Floyd, you first understand that that's not the first time that this has happened. You look at it and you tell yourself, how many more times? There's a need for basic rights to be able to go to a corner store and grab a Sprite and some Skittles and be able to return home, or to be able to drive down the street and ride in your car and get pulled over for a traffic violation and still be able to go home. What we're trying to fight for is just to be seen as people rather than as property or someone who's seen less than. These were two very key influential people in my life because they were both highly educated gentlemen who succeeded in their fields and also had to deal with a lot of injustices on their own.
It's a shame that we have to be in this position after 400 years of, being here and expecting one thing, and every 20 years is a different expectation.
I know some people hear Black Lives Matter and they say, oh, well, what about other lives? And yes, all lives matter. Recognize the fact if you believe all lives matter, then that should inclusive be Black lives.
We want to really look at things and say that it's the past. It's 100 years ago, it's 50 years ago, it's 80 years ago, and neglect the fact that it's still something that's in the present.
With respect to golf, I think golf is one way of engaging us at all levels, whether it's at the municipal level or the semi-private or private golf club.
The sport in its purest form is one of the most beautiful things on the face of the earth. It doesn't know anything about a person's gender or race, but the majority of the people over the game aren't following the same rules that the game was founded upon. Start asking the questions at your own club, start in your own group. Does your group look diverse? Is your club diverse? And if not, start asking why. Why aren't there more black members at your club? Why are there not more females playing at your club? Are they opening the doors and making it really welcoming for everyone to be able to play at your particular place? The values that this game teaches us, if we can find a way to take those things and apply them to our day-to-day life, then we can be the change that the world needs moving forward.
Look like you dancing.
Yeah. All right. All right. Dang it. That's all arm. Everybody's not move. Come on, man. Okay, let's go, Will.
All right. Smile, man. Hey. All right. All right.
Good birdie. Good birdie. I was videoing myself. All right, Kenny, just
first hole, baby. No putter needed.
no putt neither. You just hit an eagle on the first hole.
That's what's up.
Might as well quit now, Kenny.
Right?
Oh, good putt. Good putt.
That's all right.